Welcome to the 25th Annual Memorial Championship here in Fountain Hills, Arizona. This is the first event on this year's PGDA National Tour presented by Vibram. Hi, I'm Crazy John Brooks. The Professional Disc Golf Association is so very excited to become the newest partner in the Beach Sports Network. Disc golf is played around the world by millions, but today, ladies and gentlemen, you'll witness the best the sport has to offer at this year's Memorial Championship. Will defending men's champ Paul Macbeth craft a three-peat? And will our women's champ Valerie Jenkins withstand a charge from a powerful women's field? You'll see it all right here, folks. Coming up next, you're watching Disc Golf Planet on the Beach Sports Network. Well, our men's final came down to but one hole to determine our winner, and we'll have more on that in a minute. Right now, let's go to Rebecca Duffy in the field with our top ladies.
Thanks, Crazy. I'm here at beautiful Vista where the ladies lead card is getting ready to tee off in a matter of moments. I got to catch up with the ladies leaders yesterday at Fountain Hills.
My goal for this year is to basically compete as best as I can. And I mean, this field's so tough this year and in the past year, so I just got to keep giving myself a chance to compete and win.
It's all a mental game, you know. If you have one bad hole, you just want to look at the next hole as a completely new thing and get your drive close enough. Just want to go out and play the course as best as it can be played and stay in bounds and stay in the fairway.
I think there's a time to be aggressive and a time to stay in bounds. I think that depends on where you're sitting. For me, I'm going to be a little aggressive today, but I got strokes to make up.
I'm really excited to be on the card with, one of the best females, Val Jenkins, so I'm just going to do my best and hope that it carries me to the end.
This is my third year here at the Memorial. It's always a really fun course to play because of all of the out of bounds and water and wind hazards. So I'm hoping to play better than I did last year and come out with a win.
This is Rebecca Duffy reporting from Vista Course, and I'm going to throw it back to you, Crazy.
Thanks, Rebecca. Looks like our women are all set to let it fly at Vista. Right now, we'll be back after these commercial messages.
You're watching the Beach Sports Network. For more information, visit us on Facebook and Twitter.
The top 20 men's and women's pro beach volleyball players are coming to a town near you. To see when you can have a day at the beach with us, go to evptour.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
The planet's best men are here in Arizona, too, vying for one of disc golf's biggest prizes. Reigning world champion Paul Macbeth is back for an unprecedented three-peat as the men's Open champion.
My thoughts on the Memorial is it's one of the greatest events out there. I've won this one the last 2 years, so it's really special to me right now, so I'm excited. My goals are to repeat what I did the last 2 years. Come out here, stay in bounds, shoot good rounds, and hopefully take down the title.
Though Macbeth got off to his usual solid start, it was three-time Player of the Year Nico LaCastro who blistered the Vista course with an 1100 rated first round, catapulting him to an early lead.
I'm going to play every shot like I'm here to win the tournament, like a game of chess. I just want to be there at the end. I know that I'm playing against world-class players today, and all these guys are coming on strong, so I'm just going to keep going after it, and the cards will fall in place how they do.
But LaCastro's third day was fraught with missed opportunities, allowing players like upstart Ricky Wysocki to climb further up the leaderboard.
I actually moved down here for the winter, for the off season, to come train and work out get ready for the season. So I'm definitely ready for the tournament, and I started off with a pretty good round yesterday. So we'll see. The wind's starting to pick up here, so it should be. The scoring conditions are going to be a lot tougher than yesterday when it was calm.
Yes, there is great talent all around, but it was world-ranked #1 Will Schusterick who rose head and shoulders above the rest.
Yesterday I was on the third card and I shot 14 under to raise myself up on the lead card. And last round, I just stayed away from the outer bounds. And, there's a lot of short holes at Fountain Hills that can get you into a lot of trouble. And I just stayed away from the OB and made all my 25 or 30-foot putts and just brought it in with a good score.
Savvy veteran Greg Barsby was also in the hunt.
This is my 11th year playing professional. I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of new young talent coming out, so I just try to stick with my game. It's nice to be up in the mix for sure.
The Planet's longest thrower, Garrett Gerthy, was also hanging out near the top of the leaderboard.
I'm just going to go out and try to execute my game plan like I have been all week, and we'll see where it leads.
And it wouldn't be a memorial without David Feldberg.
I'm feeling confident because I know the courses. I live here now, but I'm really got that nervous feeling inside every shot I throw. So it should be a strong year for me. The only thing that I have to avoid is injuries.
We'll get back to the men's open division shortly. But right now, let's go back to Rebecca Duffy with our Women's Pro Open.
Quite a bit of action happened yesterday at Fountain Hills, especially with Paige Pierce. Pierce is dominating by 10 strokes. Paige, I want to talk a little bit about your round yesterday. You shot a 54. How did you carry that over today?
I mean, I knew going with a bit of a lead, I just wanted to play safe and run my birdies when I was close enough.
What's different about your game today than 2 years ago?
I think like my short game's pretty much the same, but I feel super confident with my drive right now.
She had quite the round yesterday. She kept her composure. Paige Pierce is actually beating every division except the men's open. Also, Liz Dories moved up from the second card, taking over Brittany Blair for 4th place.
It feels great. I struggled the first round out here at Vista. It was really disappointing, not the way I wanted to start the tournament, but played well, really focused in yesterday, and played well enough to make a big jump onto the lead card, so it feels great. I really feel like anything is possible, especially with the way all the women are playing. We're competing at a higher level, and I feel like anything can happen.
Dories made up 5 strokes. She's on the move, and she made it to the lead card. That's the story here at Vista with the Women's Open. Back to you.
Paige Pierce continues to keep her closest competitors at arm's length. But stay tuned as our top ladies will be battling it out until the very end. We'll come right back to meet the rest of our women's division after this short break.
You're watching the Beach Sports Network. For more information, visit us on Facebook and Twitter.
I've played over 500 disc golf courses in 11 countries. I'm a 3-time world champion.
I've played disc golf since I could walk.
I carry the best equipment in the world.
I carry
a grip bag.
Hi, John Dusler here from Disc Golf Planet TV. I'd like to thank our broadcast partners for helping to underwrite this show and to ask you to consider becoming a lifetime member of Disc Golf Planet by visiting our website. I hope you're enjoying the show.
Welcome back to the 25th edition of the Memorial Championship here in Fountain Hills. I'm Crazy John Brooks, and right now let's take you straight out to our Pro Women's Final.
The Desert Sun of Arizona has clearly been to the liking of 2011 Memorial Champion Paige Pierce, who has forged a commanding lead in our Women's Open division. With her dominance from the tee pad and her steady putting, she has sent the statement that Paige Pierce is ready for the 2013 Disc Golf Tour. Let's go out and watch our pro women right now.
With a 10th-row lead, Pierce can only wonder who will finish second. Will it be Oregon's Valerie Jenkins, the three-time world champion, equipped with very aggressive putting, a delicate touch around the greens, and of course that legendary distance off the tee? Or after a healthy offseason of training and conditioning, could reigning world champ Sarah Hokum put it all together at this year's Memorial? 2012 Player of the Year Katrina Ulibarri had the home course advantage, but due to some critical misputts, she fell just short of her goals and will have to wait yet another year for a shot at her first Memorial title. Having matured as a touring pro over the last few years, Paige Pierce is playing with exceptional confidence now, and it showed in all phases of her game. Whether she was close to the basket, at intermediate range, or with monster drives like this, Paige was clearly the class of the field at this year's Memorial.
I'm here with Paige Pierce, our 2013 Memorial Championship Women's Open Division winner. Paige, second time you won. Back in 2011 you won. Yeah. What's the difference in the feeling, or is it the same?
I don't know. It's close to the same. The first time I won was my first national tour, so it's hard to top that, but I haven't had a big win in quite a while, and so this feels really good, especially starting the season off like this.
Paul McBeth entered his final round of play at this year's Memorial Championship 6 throws off the lead with what many considered an insurmountable deficit. Rather than settle, McBeth embarked on a final quest for victory that resulted in the highest-rated round in disc golf history. His never-say-die approach and a record-setting 11:32 rated final round at this year's Memorial is your grip equipment best in the world moment.
It's a rush of emotions like you've never felt before, and you're up in the lead group for the first time, and you're like, wow. And it's, it's really hard to keep yourself in check when you haven't been there before. Back when I started, you couldn't get a disc to go hardly 400 feet at best. And it was a little bit of a different game. It was more technical. You had to be a little bit more finesse. Now it's all kind of about raw power. All the kids these days have, a backhand and a sidearm, and double-faceted game, and it's neat to see. I'm glad to see the evolution of the game. There's some really hot players out now.
Our men's open division saw players shuffling on and off the lead card all week long. Players like Barsby, LaCastro, McBeth, and David Feldberg were hungry for a coveted position near the top.
I had a couple mistakes, a spit out, but I got back with a 47 that round. I don't know if it's going to make a move, but I'm hoping to make a move, man. It's a tight scoring. Everybody's shooting really well. I'm doing the best I can, but I did get a 47 that time, which was one stroke better than my first round.
The talented Californian Philo Brathwaite was also wondering if this year's Memorial would be his breakthrough event.
Biggest challenge is always the course and what's upstairs in the head, If you're in a clear place of mind, and it's really not that hard to keep it together and have a good round. For me, I got to play pretty spot on, play my game, and hope everything works out in my favor. That's really all I can do.
Paul McBeth seemed to be pushing too hard for the three-peat, and it dropped the world champ to the second card going into the finals. Channeling the momentum built during last year's tour, Ricky Wysocki found himself tied for the Memorial lead.
I was just glad to come in with a good score, and we'll see what happens in the next third round.
Finally, Will Schusterick's steady mix of forehand drives and near-flawless putting maintained a pace with Wysocki going into the final.
We're all going to be battling till the finish, and it's all about making the putts and keeping it in bounds. It's always nice to be on top, and it only matters at the end of this round, though.
So it's Schusterick, Wysocki, Girthy, and Barsby battling for early season supremacy here at the Memorial. We'll be right back with our exciting Men's Open final right after this.
You're watching the Beach Sports Network. For more information, visit us on Facebook and Twitter.
Disc golf. It's in the air. Join the excitement at PGDA.com.
The 2013 Disc Golf Tour is now in full swing. Check out these dates for an event near you.
There's never been more parity in the sport of disc golf than right now, as 10 of our pro men are within 7 throws of current co-leaders Will Schustrick and Ricky Wysocki, both of whom have humbled the courses here at the Memorial this week. Garrett Gurthey and Greg Barsby have maintained somewhat of a silent charge onto the top card, but will have nowhere to hide now, as all eyes are focused on their final push in today's championship. And now let's get out to the action with our Men's Pro Open Final.
I'm feeling good today. I'm ready, more confident today. Feeling good. The putts are feeling good. I'm just excited for the round to start.
Though he was playing from the second card, 6 throws down, Paul McBeth felt he still had a fighting chance to win.
It's probably going to take a 16 under probably out here. I bet will be the hot round. That's what it was the first round. So I bet it'll take about the same thing, and it's going to be a battle to the end for sure.
Schustrick may have been feeling some early round jitters as this very first tee shot on Saturday went out of bounds. His nemesis Wysocki was with him, tied for the lead. But instead, it was Wysocki who struggled on Championship Saturday, falling prey to the tempting peninsula greens and long OB-laden fairways, all critical elements on this Jeff Burns, Dave Roach design here at Fountain Hills. Certainly one of the longest throwers, Gurthey's distance was impressive all week, as was his deadly approach game. Armed with an aggressive putt, it would be driving accuracy that would leave him short of the top at this Memorial. Greg Barsby, on the other hand, is playing one of his favorite events on the planet and is well familiar with playing at the top, and it showed with great shots like these. Sensing a great opportunity to extend his lead over Wysocki, Schustrick used shots like this on hole 4 to close the door on his closest competitors. Or did he? With Schustrick out of sight and perhaps out of mind, the world champion missed only this putt on hole 9 to card the highest-rated round in the history of disc golf. His 17 under par suddenly put him into the championship picture. Schustrick, too, was focused and in a groove of his own, not knowing that ahead of him, McBeth's historic round was helping him sneak to within just 2 throws of Schustrick's current lead.
Now, another story hot off the top of the stove, Paul McBeth. We join our runner-up. Paul, quite an effort to reach towards the top card. I mean, you're playing on second card with no headlights.
Yeah, I knew exactly what I had to shoot. Keep it in the 30s in order to even have a chance to tie Will or Ricky, whoever's up there leading.
Are you talking amongst yourselves, watching? You're watching the golf as closely as it appears because you had the blinders on, but
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play with a good card. They were all pushing me. They're like, you got this, so that really helped.
Paul McBeth, your 2013 runner-up at this year's Memorial Championships. Dave Greenwell and Crazy John Brooks here on the call. Schustrick threw this tee shot on 18 with a clear lead in his group and knew when it landed that he had it all but wrapped up. And as history would have it, Ricky Wysocki's struggles continued to the very end. Wysocki now with the rethrow. And safely in as his fans are more than evident. Ricky Wysocki finishing his Saturday effort. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2013 Memorial Championship has come to a close. Will Schustrick now unseating Paul McBeth on his effort for a three-peat. But this Schustrick celebration may have been premature.
I think I was more nervous about this tournament than any tournament I've ever played. I don't know why, but it just felt good to come out with a win. Good stuff, folks. Coming to you from the Desert Oasis, if you will, enjoy this few moments with Will Schustrick here after he... All right, we've got some interesting news here, and we are going to take a short break, if you will, and we'll be right back with some very exciting breaking news, folks. We'll be back directly as you watch live here on the planet. We'll be right back. Huh?
We have an interesting situation developing for our men's open winner. Let's go to Rebecca Duffy now for an explanation.
Okay, what happened is that we had scorecards turned in. Will Schustrick failed to put his added score. It's a two-stroke penalty, which goes into a playoff between Paul McBeth and Will Schustrick for first. They're going to start on hole 1, and they'll continue to play until the playoff's done.
This is the first time in National Tour history someone's received a two-stroke penalty for not putting their score in. Paul McBeth's hot right now, 39 today. It's a bad break, man. You don't want to see anybody lose on a penalty. The spirit of the game's not there. Let's hope he can pull it together and get the win that he actually deserved.
I feel bad for him, but if it was the other way around, I think people would be laughing.
And here we are joining our two players about to commence a sudden death playoff here at the Memorial. Paul McBeth and Will Schustrick. They'll play 1, 2, 3, and 4 until we have a winner. McBeth the first to tee due to the stroke for Schustrick. Will Schustrick on the tee.
Looking good, Dave. Get it. That's looking good. Get it. He deserves it.
Hoo-ah! The feeling of redemption might be apparent, but Paul McBeth still has a chance. We're going to see him run this 55-footer. Our broadcast being brought to you by the PGDA and by It of a Champion Discs. Just a few minutes ago, we're in the middle of a champion interview with Will Schustrick. It's a very critical time there, folks. Don't forget, address scorecard, and Will won't be the only one to learn a lesson. Here we are with McBeth.
Well, Will Schustrick will have his opportunity to win yet again.
And Schustrick just maybe a foot farther than McBeth for the birdie in the win. He's got a pencil in his hand and being hoisted by some admirers and fans. Will Schustrick again wins the Memorial Championship.
I'll just say congrats to Will. He beat me for the 4 rounds. I beat him for 1 pretty much, so 1's not good enough when you play a 4-round tournament.
Your team was right behind you, cheering you on. Do you have anything to say to your fans out there now after you won it second time?
Best team ever, right there. Best team ever. I'm so glad they have my backs.
What an exciting finish, and congratulations to newly crowned Memorial Champion Will Schusterick, and hats off to runner-up Paul Macbeth. Well, it's been an exciting week, folks, and we hope you've enjoyed your front row seat to all this live disc golf action. On behalf of our entire Disc Golf Planet family and crew, I'm Crazy John Brooks saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, live right here on Disc Golf Planet.